And I just put a poll, I said, do we care? And everybody was like, no. I was like, I love you guys. Why does everyone hate Tarte? Welcome back. So today we are going to be doing a new installment of a Will I Buy It here on my channel. I like to do Will I Buy It's periodically to comment on new beauty items that are either coming out, have recently come out, whether you guys are curious about them, whether I've been seeing them kind of like buzzed about online, and I kind of just keep a running list of whether or not I am interested in reviewing them on my channel. And I think that in a lot of cases, it is just as valuable as an actual review to tell you guys why I'm not going to buy something. So as always, guys, if you completely wholeheartedly disagree with where I land on a certain product, feel free to tell me that in the comments because I absolutely want to know your feelings on this stuff. And without further ado, guys, we have so many things to get through. Let's go ahead and get started. I have such bad allergies right now. I like can't get a deep breath. Like that's probably like the hardest part lately about filming has just been like I keep running out of breath. All right, so the first thing that I want to talk about today is the Dyson Corral. I think it just dropped today, the day that I am filming, and I just saw all the sponsored reviews come out from the influencers who got the sneak peek and everything of it. I happened to see it on Alana Davison's channel. Dyson wants our money again, guys. They came out with that air curler thing that Leanne reviewed and then returned. It was $550. Before that, they had the like $450 blow dryer. I might be getting the price wrong there, but either way, they are definitely like trying to own the beauty space from a very, very high price point standpoint. And this is a flat iron, the Corral, because it's corralling your hair. I'm just gonna say, guys, I think you could have done better. You've got some really great minds on your team. Corral was the best you could do on the name. It's really inconsequential. My opinion doesn't really matter, but like, if it did, that's a weird name. I'm just gonna say, it's a weird name. It is 500 smackers, $499. I did add to cart on Nordstrom. I like really considered it. I was like, okay, let me think about as an audience member, as a participant, as a viewer, whether or not someone's positive review would make me want to buy this product. And I went, no, no one could convince me that it is that good, that it's worth $500. It's a flat iron. And I've gone through, as a hairstylist, my fair share of flat irons, and I'm here to tell you guys, technology or otherwise, they're just very damaging. This one claims that it's going to do half the damage of a normal flat iron for various reasons. One being that it's not going to snatch your hair, another being that it's going to only require one pass on the hair. And honestly, I was ready to be convinced. I was like, you know, if this is something that's like a miracle tool, I'm here for it. And then as I finished watching Alana Davison's video, I watched her actually flat iron her hair with it. And I love Alana, but that was a very underwhelming demonstration. I was like, that's just a flat iron, folks. I will not be throwing down $500 on Dyson's next big beauty release, just like I haven't on their blow dryer or their curling iron. So I will say, one of the cool things about brands like Dyson doing things like this is that they introduce new technology and they raise the bar of what's expected in a product, and that technology then gets adapted by other brands into less expensive tools. Also, the new Dyson is cordless, like it does charge and you can pull the cord out. That was, if I was still a hairstylist, I would think about it because cords are the bane of my existence, but still. I do like that that is going to bring a lot of those features into the conversation with other brands. And so we will probably see some cool, less expensive tools that aim to meet some of the same standards that Dyson has set forth. So that I'm excited for. Okay, so let's talk about the new Patrick Ta brow shaping wax that's going to be coming out soon. It has not hit yet, and it's only $22, which I shouldn't say only $22. It's a brow product. You know, it's probably not that much actual product. We get 0.17 ounces. I have my Glossier here, and it is 0.11 ounces for $18. So we're about Glossier price at this point, if I'm kind of crunching the numbers right in my head. And I'm here for a brow product, especially from Patrick Ta. I don't know if you guys follow him on Instagram. I've been following him for a long time, watching him do makeup and especially eyebrows. Like he really, really knows the eyebrow game. And I'm like, yeah, I am willing to throw down $22 to see if that is a mind-blowing product, because I have loved everything that Patrick Ta has put out so far, and I will probably be trying that product on my channel. So let me know if you guys are interested in that, because I hope that it's got hold. I want to get like soap brows out of it. I want to just see what the potential of like Patrick Ta's brain could do with a brow product. Okay, Tatcha is putting out a liquid silk canvas. You guys know, especially, I don't know, when they introduced Clean at Sephora, I was surprised that Tatcha was even in there, but they do have great ingredients. They do just happen to have a little bit of fragrance in them, too much fragrance for some people in a lot of cases. It doesn't bother me, and I did buy the silk canvas little tub way before that. I think I got influenced by like Hey Claire on that one, maybe Jackie Aina, but either way, I did really love that product. It does a great job of keeping your makeup from seeping into your pores and breaking you out as much, and it does give you a really nice finish. It did completely interact with things in the wrong ways too. I didn't love it in every circumstance. However, if you've been watching my channel for a long time, like more than like a year or a year and a half, then you probably remember any of my skincare videos. My routine would include the Tatcha Camellia One-Step Cleansing Oil. And my biggest complaint about it, and the reason I ended up ditching it, is because their liquid pump packaging, Tatcha's, is very frustrating. It leaks like crazy. It's very visually appealing. It's very kind of like bubbly and smooth. However, it just doesn't travel well at all, and I always wanted them to release a balm version of the Camellia cleansing oil. So I feel like in this case, they kind of went in the wrong direction. Like if I want a primer from Tatcha, I'm just going to repurchase, because mine expired, the the silk canvas. I don't need another liquid product from Tatcha. I think that they needed to just flip it and reverse it. In the same vein of, is it really clean beauty? Farsali, a brand that I have never tried. Not on my channel, not in my life. I see it all the time, obviously. It's a very viral brand on Instagram. They have somehow made it into the family of Clean at Sephora, even though every time I've watched any review on them, especially from Raw Beauty Christie, she's like, the scent. Oh my gosh, it's so strong. I might be getting it confused with Huda. I know she says the same thing about like Huda foundations, but I'm pretty sure memory serves in this case that like Farsali is super heavily fragranced. So yeah, I think that it's interesting that it's in Clean at Sephora. They're putting out a liquid powder primer, but it's like not so much about that specific product as it is the fact that like I've never tried anything from Farsali. I've definitely seen mixed reviews on them. It's always the girls dripping it all over their faces, which is just like, ugh, I don't know. I don't know why that bothers me, but it does. Yeah, I just kind of want to know you guys' thoughts on like Sephora just kind of being like, yeah, Farsali's clean, it's fine. It's totally fine that it's like 50% fragrance. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be buying anything from Farsali anytime soon, unless one of you guys pops into my comments and is like, no, you don't understand. This is game changing. Let me know if there's some kind of miracle about Farsali, but I think it's kind of a gimmick, and I also just think that it's weird that it's in Clean at Sephora. Okay. One of the big ones, I tend to ask you guys on my Instagram so that I don't leave anything out. What products that are coming out that you definitely want me to like consider for my next Will I Buy It video or to review on my channel in general. And one of the biggest ones that you guys said was the new Supergoop glow screen. Do I have it in front of me? It might be downstairs. I think I used it downstairs and left it downstairs. I already have it. I am on Supergoop's like PR list, and they are a lovely company. They send me the cutest PR packages. This one came with like a reusable market bag. It was pink, it's really cute. And they sent me like a sunglasses case last time. Either way, they're very like low key PR packages. They're not these like crazy extravagant, like wasteful things, but they always have something like a cute little touch. I want to talk about the glow screen because it has the potential to be a holy grail. I'm quoting one of you. That was like, someone sent me a message that was like, you must review this. This has the potential to be a holy grail item. And also, I agree. I do think that they do some really, really cool things, cool takes on sunscreen in general. I did try it. I've tried it for 2 different days. I will say one thing, it's pretty glowy. I know that that's the promise. I don't think anyone expected it to be mattifying, but it is quite like bronzed goddess, like reflective. And that's fine. You know, a lot of people like to wear that kind of thing underneath makeup so that they can kind of pick and choose where they want different textures on their face. And it's just cool to have a tool like that in your toolbox. Let's talk about ingredients. So I can't usually wear octinoxate, and they do love to put octinoxate in their non-mineral sunscreens from Supergoop a lot of times. Octinoxate gives my face this kind of, and it's also known as like something methylcinnamate in K-beauty a lot of times. It gives me texture on my face that I don't like, and I know that that's what it's from because it happens every time I use a tinted moisturizer that has it in it, or anytime I use like a chemical sunscreen or something like that. That is the like common ingredient every single time, and when I stop using it, it goes away. And that happened with their daily moisturizer that has an SPF in it. I was so excited about that stuff, but it just ticked my skin off. Plus you have to be really careful because at least the chemical sunscreens that are approved for use in America, and we are far, far behind on the technology, behind like South Korea, for example, if they are not creating a physical mineral barrier on your skin with titanium dioxide or zinc oxide, you are not getting protection from the things that actually darken your skin. So the ingredients in the glow screen, I'm not gonna read all of them to you, but the active ingredients, the sunscreen ingredients are avobenzone, octisalate, and octocrylene. None of those, if you were following along at home, is octinoxate. And so I'm curious whether it's just octinoxate or if there's some other kind of commonality between the ingredients that would give me that same reaction on my skin, but I'm willing to give it a shot. It is not some kind of like horrible life-ending reaction that I have. It's not causing cystic acne. I'm willing to be a guinea pig for it, and so I'm gonna kind of continue using it, but the whole thing is, to my knowledge, I still need to wear it with a mineral sunscreen anyway. So I won't really be able to tell you whether it does a great job at actually sunscreening because I'm going to probably wear it with the mineral sunscreen anyway, but I do already have it. I do think that it's beautiful. And if you are someone who isn't prone to like a lot of hyperpigmentation, it might be a holy grail for you. All right, next. So Sunday Riley is a brand that we haven't talked about in a while with the exception of literally my last video. Second to last video. Yeah, I don't know. Lately it's come back into my brain, but her brand is releasing a new product called Ice. It is a ceramide moisturizing cream, and it's $65. You get 1.7 ounces. In the land of really high-priced, moisturizers and things like that, that's like more of a bargain than Drunk Elephant. But it's a pro ceramide moisturizer that strengthens the natural moisture barrier against environmental stressors for plump-looking baby soft skin. I will say, like, it has the highlighted ingredients of ceramides, vitamin F, and coconut, so it's not for everybody, but I have zero problems with coconut, and it's not coconut oil. Other than that, besides like phenoxyethanol, it has like really, really great ingredients, and I'm genuinely considering it. I think it's one of those things that, again, I'm gonna go into Sephora and dip my fingers in it. I don't like the Tatcha water cream. If it's coming for that, if it's trying to be that kind of like disappearing slime on my skin, I don't like that particular texture of a moisturizer. It feels like sweat, you know what I mean? And it does have squalane in it, and squalane tends to kind of sit on top of my skin in a lot of ways and be just very odd. I don't know, it's like people say, oh, it's occlusive. I mean, I get it, but like it just doesn't feel like it belongs on my skin sometimes. But when it's mixed in with foundations and stuff, I have no problem with it. It's just when I've tried to like straight up use like squalane oil, it like doesn't work at all. But I will be interested to try it and see if it's nourishing feeling or if it's that kind of funny, I don't know. I like Tidal. Tidal is somewhere in between. It is a water cream, but it doesn't do that funky, sweaty, oily thing on my skin the way that the Tatcha water cream does. So we'll see. Speaking of Drunk Elephant, let's talk about Drunk Elephant hair care. I made no secret of how excited I am about this. I should do more hair care stuff on my channel. The problem is that I haven't figured out anything new about my hair in a really long time. Like nothing has worked, nothing has blown my mind. Every single day, I think that I spend like, I don't know, 2, 3, 5% of my time just like annoyed by my hair. Like generally being like, what am I gonna do about this? Am I gonna get extensions to make it like thicker? Am I gonna color it again to make it look cooler? Am I gonna cut it again to make it like do anything? Or am I just gonna wait on it and let it grow? And I just don't know. Every time I style it, I'm like, that looks fine. And so I just have been generally frustrated with hair care lately. Plus for a long time, I was having some kind of crazy, crazy sensitivity to anything that had any fragrance in it, and it was making my scalp and my neck really sensitive. Lately, I've started using, and this was in my last Will I Buy It, the new Good Molecules body bar that's got salicylic acid in it, and I've noticed that it's made a big difference in that. So I've been able to use hair products again, which is awesome. I'd be interested to know if they're going to put a fragrance in it, even though it doesn't say fragrance in the ingredients, like whether or not some of the ingredients will make it naturally smell good. Because a lot of times it's the essential, well, they don't do essential oils in Drunk Elephant. So it would have to be something other than that. I'm not sure, but I have used unscented shampoo and conditioner, and it's a little weird. The ingredients in shampoo and conditioner smell a little bit weird. I'm just gonna be very interested in their take on hair care, and they're not crazy expensive. They're anywhere from $25 to $36 just for like shampoo versus styling products and things like that. I think that that is a very good, depending on the size of the package, introductory price for a prestige shampoo or conditioner. It's less expensive than Briogeo, and I think that that's kind of what they're doing. They're kind of coming for Briogeo. And Drunk Elephant has always taken a really discerning stance on ingredients. I'm just very interested in seeing what they do with a hair product or a hair line. And so yes, as soon as I have my alerts turned on, as soon as this is available, I will be pulling the trigger and I will give you guys a full rundown after I've used it for a few weeks to let you know everything that I can about the Drunk Elephant hair care line. Oh, I also want to thank you guys. I put something up on my Instagram the other day about the new Maracuja tinted, you know, it's like a, I don't know, skin tint or tinted moisturizer or whatever it is from Tarte, and I just put a poll. I said, do we care? And everybody was like, no. I was like, I love you guys. Why does everyone hate Tarte? Okay, I got excited. Something that I need to try on my channel that you guys keep bringing up here and there, and it's just one of those things that slips through my brain cracks. And I think it's also because whenever I go on the website, I can't find like one particular like scope of products that I want to try and like feel like it's going to be a good full story for a video. You know, I'm kind of always thinking about like what people would be the most interested in. So let me know. But M Cosmetics, it is Michelle Phan's line, okay? And she is like the queen bee, early, you know, YouTube beauty guru. She, you know, paved the way for all of us essentially. And she's still just super lovely, and she's kind of revamped, rebranded, re-released M Cosmetics from its, you know, first couple of iterations. And I hear great things. I really do. I know a lot of you guys have already tried this line. A lot of you guys recommend her products, and I definitely want to try them. I definitely do. So leave me comments down below if you have tried it, or if there are products that you either hear good things about or that you are personally super curious about, because I want to know what you guys want to see from M Cosmetics, and I want to try them on my channel and give you guys a review on them. I think it would be a really good brand to start kind of like including in, you know, the things that I cover on a regular basis, because I just like her approach. It's a good price point, and I really hope that it's good. Let's talk about some expensive stuff, okay? First, I just got done, I don't know, like a month ago, I guess, listening to the second season of The Dream. The Dream podcast was originally about MLMs, and it was unbelievably interesting. And it was just one of those things that blew the lid off of it. I feel like really started to change the conversation around us all getting, you know, messaged by our friends to join them or buy from them or whatever. And it was just kind of this like little meme in our lives, from that to, wow, our friends are actually being like preyed upon, and this is really uncool because these companies are predatory essentially. And the second season is all about the wellness industry, just from back to front. I mean, and they go in. They talk about Gwyneth Paltrow, obviously. I mean, she's just kind of the poster child and the whipping boy for all this stuff, especially because she just came out with the Goop lab and everything on Netflix. But there's a lot of other stuff too that's just, they, you know, they talk to scientists and they just blow the lid off all of it. They're like, this is BS. A lot of it is BS, but a lot of it is also really cool and interesting and, you know, up to interpretation and things like that. However, I have noticed that Sephora has started carrying Goop products. I want to talk about her supplements. You know, I'm sitting here like basically shopping around for prenatal vitamins, right? I'm trying to get pregnant, and there are a lot of options out there. And so that one kind of piqued my interest. I was like, well, it's something that you're supposed to kind of get in your system before the fact of blah, blah, blah. And then I looked at the price. I was like, wait, for how many? For a month. It's $90 for her prenatal vitamins. What you get every single day is a packet of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pills that you take every single day for $3 a packet. Oh, and they're individually wrapped packets. Can we not? Like, can we not, Gwyneth Paltrow? Anyway, I just think that it's really stupidly overpriced. And if you've got that kind of money, I hope that it makes your baby a super genius. But like, I'm $90 a month for prenatal vitamins. Like, get real. Another expensive thing. Dear Dahlia. Dear Dahlia, I want to talk about this brand really quickly for two reasons. One, it's beautiful and I want it. Number two, I can't get it. It's at Neiman Marcus and it's sold out. Everything's sold out and it makes me crazy because it's so beautiful. It's this actual like cruelty-free luxury K-beauty brand where everything is just in these shades of like soft pink and soft lavender and this lovely, probably incredibly wasteful packaging, but it's just such a luxury experience. You know, we have different pockets on my channel that I feel like people will let me get away with. You know, it's like, okay, a $90 prenatal or like a $500 flat iron, no. But sometimes I just have a curiosity about a $62 tube of mascara, Westman Atelier, and we just need to know the answer. And like, I need to know the answer on Dear Dahlia. I just need someone besides Neiman Marcus to carry it. And even if Neiman Marcus is going to carry it, I need them to carry it instead of telling me that it's there and telling me that it's on back order forever and they don't know when the expected restock date is. So yeah. And I tried to go on their website and it's all in Korean. All right, next, let's talk about the new Victoria Beckham eye brick. I have the old one here in Signature, and it's actually what I'm wearing on my eyeballs today. I love these. I think that they are so beautiful, and she is releasing or has released now a shimmery version. Victoria Beckham has a great vision for her brand. She does, however, think that her you-know-what is dipped in gold. And for that reason, I can't just keep buying into her vision without some innovation. I'm not just going to buy another tiny, precious little eye brick just because it's shimmery. I'm gonna need a foundation and a concealer, a setting powder, a setting mist, a blush, anything. Victoria Beckham, a mascara would be extraordinary. I don't need a shimmery version of this palette. I would argue if you had been waiting to buy something from her because these were all matte, and you were like, I don't really want the lid luster because it seems like kind of a lot, but I don't really want just a full matte little eye brick. Maybe this is the time to pull the trigger, but me having kind of an idea of everything that she has on offer, I'm still going to wait to see if she puts out something else that's just more exciting. I do not need another little eyeshadow brick from her. Oh, okay, so RMS put out a body shimmer. They can have that, that's fine. I'm like all set, I don't know. Sephora has lost their daggum minds, okay? So they're carrying something from a brand called Prima now that is clean at Sephora. It's called a Bath Gem Effervescent CBD Mineral Soak for relaxation and recovery. It is a block of bath salt. And I was looking at it and I was like, very interesting. Oh, I like a good relaxing, luxurious bath. Like, let me know how to use this. Fill tub with water. Drop bath gem into water before or after getting in. Relax, unwind, and soak in the magic. Which means that this is a one-use product. This is a $16 bath bomb, guys. Lush, eat your heart out. I don't know what would need to be in a bath bomb for me to feel like it warranted paying $16 for a bath. Do I leave a tip? Like, that just feels excessive to me. It would need to change my life for the better. So yeah, I found that to be hilarious, and come on guys. Like, we need to stop. That's just stupid. I'd much rather spend way too much money on a candle. I think that would make more of a difference in my life. Oh, and then finally, absolutely no shade on the people who received it in the mail and loved it, but Sand and Sky, who made the original Sand and Sky like Australian clay mask, they are putting out a $35 bucket of sand that's like a body exfoliant, and it's another one where I was like, what? What? Like, we're so enamored with Australia being this exotic place that we're just like, yes, give me your sand so I can rub it on my body and wash it down my drain. All right, trend mood. Ooh, Viseart's got a new palette, Petite Pro Chou. and it is some colors that I have not seen before. Wow. We have a matte, like golden yellow, a shimmery golden orangey yellow, a really beautiful coral that looks similar to the one that was in their like coral palette, and like a really hot pink, which is like not my thing necessarily. It just doesn't look good on my skin tone. It's not that I don't like it. It's just very much something that flatters someone like Tatcha. God, when she puts on hot pink, like on her lips or something, it just so easily syncs with her complexion and it just doesn't really work on me. But this is super, super beautiful. I don't think that is gonna be coming home with me. Oh, yes. The Fenty Cream Blushes. That was another one that you guys tagged me and you were like, I need your opinion on this. We haven't reviewed anything from Fenty on my channel since I did the Pro Filter Foundation a long time ago, and she wronged me. That was the one actually that reacted really poorly to the Tatcha the Silk Canvas. It oxidized really badly. Those two products like don't go together at all. Anyway, I absolutely want to have a credible stance on the Fenty cream blushes. They might be knock it out of the park incredible. I hear such good things about so many of her products that are just like mind-blowing. They just don't happen to be my aesthetic. They tend to be kind of like really wapow highlighters and like, you know, bright lip colors and things like that, or mascara. That was her most recent one. And I just kind of am all set on mascara at this point. I'm definitely interested in trying her cream blushes. I think that that sounds delightful. We can just do a whole video where all I do is put on blush. That's the dream. Ooh. I know I shouldn't care about this, but I do. Okay, so when I was going to do my Pretty Fresh review, this is actually what I'm wearing today. I'm still loving this. I'm still loving the ColourPop Pretty Fresh. I think it is so, so beautiful. And a lot of you guys were asking me what I was wearing in the previous video to that, the faves that failed and what I recommend instead. I was wearing this. Everybody's like, your skin looks incredible. This is beautiful. And today I actually wore it with powder just to kind of see how that would go. So far so good. I was considering, before filming that video, instead of going the Glossier route, like, you know, putting them side by side, I was like, maybe I'll just do a full face of ColourPop. I haven't done that in such a long time, but then I went looking at their palettes and they didn't have anything new. And they didn't have anything that I was like, yes, that's the one. You know, I liked their Coconuts palette, but it was out of stock at that point. I liked the, oh boy, the sort of lilac-y one, but not lilac-y a lot. But they had a few other ones that were kind of in these like pinky families. But like when I looked at each individual shade, I was like, they look pretty all together, but like I don't think that I would really know how to navigate that palette and like love it while I was putting it on. However, they have just come out with Making Mauves. Some people say mauve. I just think mauve is like it's like a stronger vowel sound. But anyway, yeah, it's a blush, it's a palette, it is 2 Super Shocks and a couple of lip colors. I'm not really into like the liquid lip colors or anything like that, but the Making Mauves eyeshadow palette, it is 6 beautiful mattes and 3 beautiful shimmers, and the blushes look lovely. Yeah, I think if there was going to be a time that I would pull the trigger on some ColourPop products, this would be the one. Yes, I'm actually slowly, maybe quickly, maybe too late, learning that cool tones and especially mauvey tones work really, really well on my skin, mainly because they don't stay purple. When they get on my skin, they kind of shift a little bit more like rosy or a little bit more brown usually. They just warm up generally. And so I kind of like can do a favor for myself, I guess, by using colors that tend to lean a little bit cool, because they then kind of look a little bit more at home when they warm up against my skin tone. So yeah, if you guys are interested in that, let me know. I'm definitely interested in that, and it doesn't break the bank. So yeah, I think that kind of sums it up as far as the things that have been released in the last kind of like 5 or 6 weeks that we hadn't gotten a chance to talk about yet. Gives you guys an idea of the things that you can expect to see on my channel. If there are any other products or comparisons between products and things like that that you guys want to see, always let me know. Always either, you know, in the comments or DM me or whatever. And I don't know if you can tell, but I just love making these kinds of videos, letting you guys know what's kind of going on in my head. And I think that it's because I also love watching this kind of video. Some other creators that I like to watch either anti-hauls from or will I buy it's from. I like watching Kelly Gooch. I like watching Nisi Pisa. Abby Williamson has become kind of a queen of the anti-haul. And yeah, if you guys have any other creators that you like to watch those kinds of videos from, let me know, because these are some of my favorite kinds to watch. So if you guys found this helpful, do give it a thumbs up. If you want to keep hanging out with me on this channel, guys, hit the button down below and subscribe. I would love it if you did. Make sure you ring the notification bell, because sometimes I upload on a regular schedule. Sometimes I upload when I have an idea. It's totally random and it's a lot of fun, so make sure you don't miss anything. Get the notifications. Thank you guys so much for watching and for hanging out with me today. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.